Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another episode of the Goodcast Show. So today I have a return guest from last year. When he first came on, he really blew the lid out of this podcast. Very controversial, a very polarizing character. You may have seen him in the news recently. He's the man, the face of the Taman Sri Muda rebuilding effort. He made waves when he rushed to Air Kuning by-elections to meet certain politicians to express his concern over the flooding in Taman Sri Muda. And he's also a very proud Tamil. He runs his own organization called Purathi, Tamil NGO that does amazing work as well. So today, he's here to talk about matriculation and what is happening after the first round of applications have gone through. Now the appeal period is going on. And we've heard many cases of Indian, Chinese students, especially even Malay students as well, who've been complaining about the fact of the new circular that's come out of MOE stating that the A- will not be considered as an A+ or an A. It's not the same, thus they won't get. They have to get full straight A's, A or A+ for them to get automatic qualification. But a lot of issues surrounding it, a lot of things that I myself don't know. So I'm very excited to welcome my best friend today, Mr. Umagandhan. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine, brother. That's quite an introduction for me, but I'm okay.
Well done. So thank you so much for coming. You been very active in a lot of things. We'll touch all of that. But let's start with matriculation. Today you have we had a call before this and you were very upset about a lot of things. What are you upset about?
Actually, I'm not so up. It's not. You can't say that I'm upset. It's like anger, rage. That much level. I'm extremely pissed off. The one part is what is happening in matriculation is one part. But I can't stand when the leaders, so-called leaders, the representative, and they're always talking about the very simple matters. They're keeping their mouth shut. Oh, that really pissed me off to the max. Because we obviously can see. A+ is A is an A, but A- is not an A.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense. And the best part is every single one of them are keeping their mouth shut. So it's, I'm just controlling my anger because.
But I think MIC they have Dato M Saravanan has written a letter asking for how many Indian students
in Tamil.
In Tamil. He wrote a letter in Tamil.
He made a small statement saying that details and all that.
That one also, but he also wrote a letter to MOE. Asking for how many numbers of students. I think how many number of Indian students have been enrolled this year. And then also, I think MCA have voiced out.
MCA voiced out quite good.
Yeah. About that, right?
Quite well.
But what is the issue now? What is the real issue of this problem? Why do you want our Indian leaders and our leaders in general to voice out about this?
First of all, most of our Indian leaders not quite really know well about the matriculation. What is matriculation? The function. So why people are rushing after the matriculation and so on. So when I'm seeing a lot of leaders, just for attention, social media, social activists and so on, they have started to talk about the matriculation issue. But are they quite well know what is matriculation, how that things works, right? So when coming to the basic point, why the students are going after matriculation is simple. The chances are so bright comparatively to STPM. So I'm a STPM student. I know the hustle, how tough the exam is. I know that kind of stuff. But when you go through the IPTA through matriculation, the chances are much more brighter, So that's why we are going after matriculation, even though we are only entitled for 10%, 90% is for Bumiputra. Just 10% is for non-Bumiputra, not for Indians, non-Bumiputra. So last time when Najib introduced in 1998, right after that, a lot of graduates, a lot of the students are going after matriculation. They prefer matriculation because the core courses, which is like professionals, doctor, LLB, dentistry, and very important engineering courses. When you go after the matriculation, the chances are quite higher. So now what's going on is everyone have most of the so-called social activists and the leaders, they touch the matriculation just for the sake of popularity. As per my opinion, I have full rights. I have my freedom of speech. I can say what I want. You can. As long as it's not an accusation. But most of the leaders and the respective representatives, they so-called leaders, they're trying to talk about the matriculation. We go after this. This is okay. How many matriculation colleges are there? Ask them. They have no idea. How many courses are there? They have no idea. So matriculation has become also a sentimental topic where you can gain a popularity and also you can gain the attention. But the reality is we need matriculation. So either way around, you have to put a proper clear picture how the matriculation works, how many students are managed to enter matriculation. From there, how many Indian students managed to enter IPTA, the important core courses that we want to know. But all of a sudden, I'm happy that Dato Sara, at least Dato Sara, even though he's for past many years he's in the government, all of a sudden he's asking that kind of question. I'm quite happy. At least this year he opened his mouth. But how strong the questions? So did he raise about the A issue, the my A minus issue? I don't think so. You want to know how many Indians are there. So once they let you know, what will happen? Oh, okay. That's answer going to be, is it? Okay, how many? We managed to give 2,000 Indian students managed to get matriculation. Okay. I asked the question, you answer the question. Done, ready, right? So is that like a dialogue session? Is it? You ask a question, I answer the question. No, it's not going to work like that. So if let's say the number is not quite good, what are you going to do? Then what you will tell? Okay, no one ever a question about the matriculation sitting. We already asked. So that's your Glarana, is it? Whenever no one raised the question, I did raise the question. No such thing. What's going on with our leaders? I don't want to call them leaders anymore. Representative, despite whatever pakatana, perikata, I don't mind. I don't care at all. But this is our students' future, This is no time to play bloody politics. Now, brother, I tell you, brother, even, right, I have an intention to enter politics. Now, when I see how dirty, how damaged the politics is, I'm really scared, Because a person like me, I'm very vocal, when I see this kind of stuff, I feel like I'm a vocal person. I will be an action person. I'm going to baling something really pissed off. But for an example, now if you see any Indian leaders, Indian representative made any Sidang media for the Bhattara Kaliamman temple, brother, one single temple, brother, the Kaliamma is much more powerful than us, brother. For that one particular temple, they did Sidang media gathering . What the hell? This is our future, bro. Just imagine their feelings. Okay, I am a straight A student. Okay, they're happy, But all of a sudden, A minus cannot already. Just imagine their disappointment. Can you imagine the level of a disappointment when people ask, okay, are you angry with Anwar? No, I'm not angry with Anwar because I already forget who is Anwar. Done. For me, is no one ready. I don't know who is Anwar. But my question is, Anwar did get the Indians vote. Anwar did give tons of promises to our Indian community. Okay, but who convinced the Indian people? Do you think that that two songs, Anwar's song, the Naan Oru another song, is enough to get Indians' attention and their trust? No such thing. How many Indian representatives did their campaign? Vika Seong sitting in the same coalition, but he managed to raise a question. He didn't talk in Chinese, he talked in Malay, so that the other MPs can understand.
No, that's true, because I think the problem here is a lot of the activists, they are because of it's mostly Indian activists who are talking about this. And you're right, a lot of them speak in Tamil, so the issue has become just an Indian issue. But actually, if you read the news, even Chinese students are affected by this. Indian students, of course, and there are some, I think there were one or two Malay students who are affected as well. So it's a national problem. Yeah,
the Malay students are collateral damage. Collateral damage. Actually, I'm not angry, I'm so puzzled. It's like how very simple thing. When you open a TV channel, when you press the power button, it opens, right? When you close, it's closed. But when it's off, it's off. Now, we're holding the button, but I don't know which button to press because I'm so puzzled. When I press the button, I couldn't get the answer. I'm so puzzled what's going on in this country, So, my matriculation, this anger is not particularly on that matter only. Just try to imagine over the months, over the years, we are handling with so much of frustration and disappointment. What we are facing right now is a bloody betrayal. Not again and again. Don't put all the blames on PMX.
Yeah, that's not
Don't
fair.
Put all the blame.
Because the circular was released by MOE.
Yeah.
MOE released a circular, and then if you look, PMX said that all straight A students will get automatic qualification. He said that straight A's. But then the circular comes out that's saying A minus is not equivalent to an A.
You should have done that, should have informed that right before the exams.
Correct. Not after, but right before results coming out and all, then you'd inform. But okay, before this, so now we know that the key problem is a lot of students, even though straight A's, but because that circular A minus is not an A, they don't get the seat. Right?
Yeah, first time in the world.
Before we do a connection, what about the number of Indian students in IPTA? Is that number increasing? Is that number reducing? Is it constant?
Brother, simple, brother. I'm not an analyst, but with the statistics that I got, I can say the numbers are decreasing like a hell. So if at all I'm wrong, prove me I'm wrong. Come up with the original number, the proper number. I can say
Why do you say it's dropping?
Brother, recently I did you also came for the program, right? So recently we did a program called Taliban. So because we called up all the university, Tamil society representative for variable universities, 35 university managed to come. We did the studies directly. We did the analysis and the research directly, face to face. Through them we very basic thing. Don't talk about the population. All the time we're talking about the population. Still we have managed to 2.2 millions. But when we ask them how many students are studying for MBBS, how many students are studying for LLB, the main important courses, the accounts, we know already the numbers are decreasing like hell. If let's say, if those who are watching right now, if you're in the government or like in the any kementerian, simple, I'm telling that the numbers are decreasing like hell. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Come up with the proper and accurate number how many Indians are studying for particular courses. Don't give me the bullshit kind of courses. Respectively, there are a lot of courses there, but we are looking after main courses. Last time, those days, how many the main courses, main professionals, as in like doctors and main engineers and lawyers. There are a lot of Indians. Now, can you see what's going on? That day I went to University Malaya. I did a small discussion with them. I managed to say how many Indians I managed to get the MBBS. There are a lot of students, but they're not going through the IPT. They're like, they're paying and studying. So what's going on? What's really going on with because the problem is not because of the government. I'm going to say this time, for me, PMX is disappear. I'm not going to put him in my head anymore already because I'm done with the frustration. But how about our representatives? Again and again, they are so focusing on Zamri Vinod. They are focusing yes, Zamri Vinod is an issue. I agree. Yes, Koil Haram is an issue. I agree. But don't put all of your 100% attention of that kind of matters. This is our future, This is the future.
Yeah.
We are talking about next generation. But do you know that how the numbers of students in vernacular school, Tamil school especially, are dropping extremely, right? 10,000 of Indian students are not studying in Tamil schools. They are going to SK. Another matter is they are going to international schools because they are losing faith in Malaysian education system. That's a fact, because I'm like a person like every day I will whenever I see a guy, whenever I see people, I get excited. I talk to them. What's going on? So whatever I'm telling is a ground research. I'm not sitting in one place and close my door and ask someone else to talk with the public. Ask what's going on. I'm a person like I like to engage with everyone.
Yeah.
Despite Malay, Chinese, Indian, brother, we must understand that the real battle is not between the political party. It's between the political and the public. We must understand that because they are okay already. They are okay. They are well to do. Because look at their salary. They are good. Even though 40,000, 50,000 per month, yearly they will get somehow or 700,000. But they manage to buy the million dollar houses and cars. They are doing good. But how about us? When the petrol rise up, we getting affected, not them. So I always engage with them. I will ask their opinion, and all the same time, I'm quite close with all the PIBG for Tamil schools. I will talk to them what's going on, what's happening. So from there, I'll get my researches.
But why do you think? If I'm not mistaken, I think we have about 13 MPs in Parliament who are Indian. If I'm not mistaken, about 10, 13. I'm not sure about one of it. Why do you think these 13 MPs are silent?
I'm a social activist. I'm always like to call myself as a social activist because when I was young, the politic have a different definition. Nowadays, it's changed. Politician have a different definition right now. So as per I can't say research, my perception, right? When we look for DAP, you can see all the main Indian leaders are washed out. When you're looking at the PKR, washed out. The main leaders, I mean. Those who can speak, those who did speak, all wash out already. Put Nafisi at one side. Okay. Another one, MIPP, just growing. I don't know where their path is going on, but they're growing. So they don't have any vocal at the moment. So all of them just trying to save their seats. What happened to Rafizi might happen to them if they be
Too
vocal.
vocal, yeah.
Yeah, they can't be too vocal.
But how about the opposition? Do you think this is I don't think it's fair for us to always look at, say, like, okay, what about the Indian MPs? Because like I said earlier, the matriculation issue is a national issue.
Yeah,
it's not a
it's a
one
national
race
issue.
community,
Yeah,
right?
national issue, definitely.
So if you look at the opposition, do you think they are making enough noise about this?
No, not enough. They are making noise, but if you ask me, that's enough. No, I'm not. I don't think so. Just imagine my son who managed to he did the celebration. Appa, I get to 10 A's, Appa. Then just imagine, 10 A's, but you get 5 A minus. You no longer A. I can't see his face. That time, I won't be a social activist. I'll be a father. Just imagine how my feelings will be, how I will react in the ground, how my actions will be. So, opposition party, they are, I don't know what to tell them, because some of them are already calling me as opposition party. Simple, I'm pro people. If I don't care about parties, to be frank. I'm more to pro people.
In that letter that Dato Sri Saranan sent to MOE, he detailed, there is a table there where he talks about the number of seats allocated. I think from until 2017, 2018, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 1,005.
1,005.
Right? But the number...
At one point, there was 1,550.
Yeah, and then I think during Najib's time it was 2002. I think, correct. But the thing is, what I noticed on the other side of his table, it seems that the number of Indian students accepted into matriculation is lesser than the 1,005.
Yeah.
It's always lesser. It's never full capacity.
Yeah.
Why is that? Do you think Indians don't see matriculation as a way to go, or they prefer, they would rather go for, say, IPT as, a private and all that? Or I mean, why? Why is that, do you think?
But as per my research, right, comparatively compared to last time, right, there is no such strong engagement with the ground people. We should teach their parents what's good for them and all that. But are we doing that? At the same time, is there any program specifically done for that?
When you say programs,
QMIC,
what do you mean?
Just like for QMIC. Have you heard about QMIC?
No.
Concerned University Malaysian Indian Graduates. They are like...
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So this year, they will directly engage with the students and the parents. So right after you get your SPM results, they will be having they will pick a place like a school hall or temple hall. They try to gather the people, or they will arrange a place to come over. They will advise them directly one-to-one. But this thing is done by an NGO. So this kind of things should be done by the politicians. Okay, for an example, this year, YB Tulasi from Bentong, she did that. Buntung, Ipoh, Perak, she did that. She managed to call all the students and the parents. She advised how to apply, which one is the good idea and all that. This kind of nowadays, we also having a problem lah. When we talk about this kind of stuff, right, people don't care. People don't bother. Just because they don't bother, we can't let them just like that. When you see there is a disease, if you are a doctor, when you see a disease, somehow or other you have to find for the patient. You have to treat them. That's your responsibility, right? Same goes to the politicians. It's your bloody responsibility. You should have engaged with how many programs you guys have done. So how many? Just for a simple, how many MPs? Brother, just now you mentioned 13 or 14.
13, I think.
How many of them managed to go to Lembah Bujang? How many of them managed to go to primary Tamil schools? Always going after temples. Because of what? Crowd. Because of what? Attention. Brother, myself, I was arrested for the CFIL issue. My team, we are already fight for so many temples without getting anything. We are doing pro bono cases, public interest cases for them. So I can say, I'm a Pakka Hindu. I'm a Ayyappa devotee. But yes, they are our creators. They know how to take care of them. But these people are making business and using that as a platform to get attention and fame. So stop it. Go after schools. Go after estates. Go after places where Indians are populated. Simple, brother. When a movie simple, brother. When I do a movie, right? For each and every time when my movies comes out, I go for a tour. I pick a place where they're populated by most Indians. I pick a place, I do a tour. So why don't any politician do that? Simple as that. If you have the will, when there is a will, then it's a will, there's a way. So they do. Are they doing that? Simple, brother. Go and do something. Like engage with the public, lah. Just like how the Malaysian movie directors and producers doing. Pick a place, talk to the crowd, make them understand. Now or later, somehow, someday, something good will happen. But are they efficiently doing their work? That's my very big concern.
The solution here would be for in this case about the matriculation, because this problem has been there for many years. Every time I see the leaders, stand up and say we need more seats. What is the solution, do you think?
To get Indians' attention and their support, the Prime Minister already announced, okay, those who manage to get good results can automatically enter the matriculation. Okay, done. But matriculation's core matter is 90% Bhumiputra and 10% non-Bhumiputra. So, is there any possibilities to those who are managed to get straight A's can automatically can get the intake from matriculation? No such thing. So I'm saying this is one of the way to make that mistake right. This is my perception. Either it can be true, it can be right, it can be wrong. But I have the full rights to think so this kind of stuff is not good. Okay, how many Indians are managed to get matriculation? So we are focusing on matriculation. How many? Just think, brother. 2,000 somehow rather we are just talking about 2,000 Indian students who are managed to get through the matriculation. How about the rest? Just put matriculation one side. How about the SCPM leavers? Are they getting proper IPTA? I don't think so, brother. I don't think so. You and I, we did a program. Did you see how many Indians have managed to turn up there? So you talk to them directly, right? So can you see how many Indians are there? Are they getting a good causes? I'm talking about the main professional causes, So are they getting that? No. If we can easily say, bro, bro, they going after IPTS, IPTS swasta lah. But everyone knows in Malaysia this is not India lah, but this is Malaysia. IPTA is recognized more than IPTS. IPTA is one level upper than IPTA. When you get a proper causes, the tawaran from IPTA, don't tell me these students who are very brightly, they can score for straight A's, they are dumb enough to go after IPTS.
Exactly. But do you think that matriculation is the right path to take?
But either they have to terminate the whole system. Here we are talking about opportunities. That's all. If you ask me, matriculation is a right path or not, different matter. But matriculation giving much more better opportunity. That's it. But if you ask me, is it enough? My answer will be no. It's not going to enough. Today we are focusing about matriculation. Why? Because for years I'm talking about the IPTA. For years, I'm talking about SP, Suruhanjaya Perkhidmatan Awam. For years. But who am I? What my capacity? I'm just a bloody social activist. You guys in the power, you guys should talk. But they're keeping their mouth shut. They keep on posting a lot of stuffs during the party election. You can see so many idiotic stuffs, Yeah. Oh, this is this is I can do for you. This is me. This is that. But only during the party election. Guys, you have to understand that you are MPs for the country, not for the particular party. Yeah, be like one. You are MPs. When you ask for the votes, talking in Tamil. But what you guys will do? You will emotionally will pick Tamil, even though you're not fluent in Tamil. 10 மாசத்துலங்க நாங்க பண்றோங்க 10 வருஷம், even though the Tamil is very bad. Why you doing such words? Why you throwing such words? To get attention of Indians, right? Anwar didn't talk in Tamil. Yeah, he acted in Tamil songs lah. He's famous than MJ.
He likes to sing in Tamil.
Yeah, he sings in Tamil lah. But okay, even though Anwar PMX is there to sell himself, who did the other campaigns? Not he, YB Kula did. Did? So where is YB Kula? Who's supposed to talk about Sosma? Tell me, brother. The one we affected by Sosma is mostly Indians, right? So each and every time, last few months back, they did a protest regarding the Sosma. I said, no point. How many of you going together? 100. No such thing. So what we should do? Go after the Ministry Undang-Undang lah. Minister of Law. An Indian guy is a deputy minister for Undang-Undang. Go after him. Ask him. Correct or not? Get this idea. What is Sosma? Why lawyers are not happy with Sosma? Police superseding lawyers. That's what the real SOSMA is about. No, sir, they're not going to open. Why be careful? Why when? What happened? Mitra Prabha put one part because that fellow is done with the Mitra already. Each and every time he's getting whacked by Mitra because he already did a lot of approved lot of programs, but not
The
getting
money-
issues from everyone knows that he's getting issue from the
PM
PM department. This the money is not getting a lot of stuff. He's already mentioned about that. So who else? Kanabidhi Rao. Last time is very vocal. What they did, DAP, Abiskan. So YB Ramanan is very busy with become deputy. Is very busy announcing lot of loans. Sorry, supposed to be grant lah, but is very busy announcing loans for Indians. We become more pinjam lah. We want to be bosses, but eventually become pinjam lah, debt lah.
Now, I mean, you do talk a lot
I
about.
can name everyone.
Yeah,
Just because I didn't mention them
Doesn't mean that-
doesn't mean
Yeah,
okay,
okay,
including MIC, MIPP, PKR, DAP, whatever. I don't want to talk about MAP.
What?
Urimai, not a political party. Okay.
Wait, what's the issue with MAP?
I don't like MAP.
What?
I don't like Vaidamurthy. I
What?
don't like him at all.
Why?
I don't like him at all. 2029, when I did Purachi, right?
2019.
2019, I did Purachi, the first rally, right? That time, where Vaidamurthy is the minister. Then, during the 2 weeks before the protest, I received a call from him because I didn't call. Siddharth called. He said, "Hey, Vaidamurthy want to talk to you." Okay, I talk. Hi sir, how are you? Yeah, Uma, you come to Kedah, then we talk. And then I said, why should I come to Kedah? I want you to meet me. Why should I come to Kedah? You're working in Putrajaya, right? You're working in Putrajaya as a minister, right? I'm staying in Puchong. You come over to Puchong. We sit and talk. Simple. And what did he say? He said, Indian issue is not his portfolio. Oh, is it? Indian issue is not portfolio.
YB Vaidamurthy told you that Indian
Yeah.
issues are not his portfolio.
Yeah.
But he was Minister of Unity, right?
Yeah. Yeah, lah.
Okay.
Sue me if you want. Sue me, lah.
Yeah.
Because Vaidamurthy's lawyer is my senior. Karthik uncle is very close. It's like a father figure for me, lah. He knows the truth. What I don't like Vaidamurthy. Now itself I can say I don't like him because 2 terms you were a minister. So what you did for the Indian community? What you did especially? Because I don't. At the same time, when you are an appointed senator, I don't. No.
Because you never won the
lah.
election. lah.
So how Vaidamurthy managed to get the seat as a minister using Indian portfolio? But when there is an issue for Indian portfolio, you keep your mouth shut and you are telling that it's not under your portfolio. What the hell? So what you expecting me to do? But then at least Sarah, Prabha, all YB Ghana all, at least they contested in the election, brother. When you're going to a place with the referral of like Indians, then you have the obligation to serve the Indians. So during Tun Am, when there is an issue for Tamil schools, what you did? That's my first question. I am as a social activist. I can put a file how many programs I have did for the community, how many things I have done for the community. So it's your turn, sir. What you did? You went for jail, is it? You went for prison, Oh, so sad, sir. You were in UK, is it? Wow. Third world country. I don't agree with MAP, but simple. What?
MAP.
MIP.
bro. You're mixing up all the parties.
But why I am, brother, simple, brother. If there is, through MAP, let's say 1,000 Indians are living a good life, I'm okay only. Are they destroying 1,000 lives? No. Only 1,000 people are living. Okay. Same goes to IPF. How many Indians are in IPF? Let's say 1,000 people. Let it be 1,000 people. Indians, right? Our people, right? Now, man, go ahead, live your life. Same thing. I will tell the MIC lah. How many Indians? 300,000, 400,000. Okay, let it be. Bro, our people, bro, let them live lah, bro. Oh, Umagandhan MIC lah. Same thing I will tell to PKR. PKR Indians, nah man, let them live. DAP Indians, let them live. We have to, let's say, we have to compare, brother. How many people are getting bad things out of them? How many people are getting good out of them? Let's see, okay. Then kita timbang lah. We put on the scale lah. Okay, good is okay then. Leave it lah. 2 days before, again about the Mitra, even though we are mixed up the small matter, just gonna touch about Mitra. There is a guy, the unnamed guy. we have to see how many Indian NGOs manage to cheat. They use the money for their personal benefits and all that. Let them. Rather than you not giving to anyone, let at least 100 or 200 Indians live simple, right? Why be so naive and so like so jealous of what? If our mentality, bro, we have to change. Huh? If Chinese, okay, nama lah Chinese lah, biar lah. Malay, okay, biar lah. India, macam mana boleh dia tapu lah. I leave it that day. You bro, back to back Indians are doing well. None of the matters getting viral, you know.
Yeah.
One small fight in the club, as though there is no fight in the kampung area, as though no fight inside the
Any other club.
karaoke, Taliati, no fight at all. Indians, when you call Indians, Indians are alcoholic, la. Indians are always drink, la. What the hell? You sell, they buy, they drink. Then what are you expecting? Actually, I'm not. I don't drink. I don't smoke. But even I tell you, that kind of money, tax money they are getting out of the sale from the alcohol is quite high. Somehow, rather, it helps to build the country, even though it's a bad matter. If he drunk, he die. Is personal. Let's just let him. But no, don't label Indians as drunkards. You know.
Yeah.
2018. PDRM made an official statement. 4,803 Indians are labeled as gangsters, you know. So Indians are gangsters, is it? 20,000 Indians are police. So, what is must say? Indians are police. Correct or not?
Yeah.
4,800 Indians are gangsters. 7,000 Indians are lawyers. So Indians are?
Fair enough.
So don't try to name us. We are, bro.
Okay, wait. Let's go back to this because we've been on the topic. I think we got derailed with that MAP comment. That one really got me a lot. But let's go back to, we've touched on matriculation, but another topic that you are very involved in, I'm also in the WhatsApp group, so I see what's going on, is the rebuilding of Taman Sri Muda.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the situation in Taman Sri Muda? What do people outside don't know about this situation, about the flooding that happens in Taman Sri Muda? And from what I see in the WhatsApp group, every time it rains, people get worried.
Yeah.
So what is the real issue that's happening there? Why can't this problem be solved? Why has it been happening for so long?
Taman Sri Muda is tempat tadahan air, supposed to not suitable for for the perumahan lah. But they managed to do the perumahan. But before that, we have to understand that Taman Sri Muda is in Shah Alam.
Okay.
Shah Alam adalah bandar terancang pertama di Malaysia. We are talking about bloody history. Bandar terancang Malaysia yang pertama.
Okay.
Do you think that they don't have a proper planning how the water flows comes in and comes out, goes out and everything? That's what's going on. There have been like very bad things happen in the past, which I can't tell, but I know a certain matter I know because that involved politicians and much more high authorities. So that part I have to zip my mouth. But what's going on right now is Taman Sri Muda. First of all, I request the government. Later part maybe we want to post or do something in the parliament. I request. Just the same time I want to inform every MPs, including our government, that Taman Sri Muda is in Malaysia. You have to understand, Taman Sri Muda is in Malaysia. It's not Bangladesh. It's not Pakistan. It's not Israel. It's not
Israel means they won't come. You mean Palestine?
No. So they must understand, because just 20 minutes, from Taman Sri Muda to Putra Heights, just 15 to 20 minutes. But they managed to YB Ngangoming, Anthony Locke, Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, all of them come to Putra Heights. They can't stop themselves from contributing to the Mangsa Putra Heights. I think this kind of contribution will continue for a few generations until the Cucu Cici all born. Still they will contribute. But how many of the YBs, the Mantris, the cabinets managed to come to Taman Sri Muda?
I think YB Prakash was the one I saw.
YB Prakash is an adult lah.
I don't know.
That day incident happened. I don't want to know. But brother, this matter can be solved. But we are lack of involvement
by the government.
Yes.
Okay.
Just imagine when we did the 21st of April, if I'm not mistaken, we did the Perimpunan Aman. 3 days after. YB Izam of Exco Infrastructure, he was sitting like this. He's telling, itu bukan projek 4 tahun, itu projek Saso 2 tahun, sudah habis. Sudah siap.
Saw the video.
Tapi elektrik datang 2 hari lepas. Just imagine, just because of the delay, how many people suffered. So who is going to answer for the sufferance? That's my question. Again, we are in Taman Sri Muda, we are facing that kind of stuff, I'm not sure when was that, but a few years back, when the harga minyak naik, then there was a saying lah, harga minyak naik, tapi naik kereta lah. Harga telur naik. Jangan makan telur lah. Harga kan.
Who said it? I think Rafizi said it. He said jangan makan telur.
So arrogant. Jangan makan telur lah. Air kalau nak minum air naik. Jangan minum lah, matilah. Kenapa nak minum pula? That kind of arrogance we are witnessing, brother. Until now, no one even bothered to come down to Taman Sri Muda. Each and every time you're going after YB Prakash. Again, I'm not accusing YB Prakash. YB Prakash is from Penang. What does he know about Taman Sri Muda? This is what happened when you like blindly go and vote for the sake of the name and the flag lah. Dia bukan orang anak watan. What does he know about the banjir? What happened
during... But now, because you organized the memorandum, and by the way, I want to say the video that you did was hilarious. The one on Taman Sri Muda adalah kawasan ajaib.
Yeah.
Ada pulau Halimunan and all this kind of thing.
Unfortunately, they already destroyed the pulau.
3
days ago. We supposed to open Taman Tema Banjir, Taman Sri Muda.
But they closed.
They closed.
But because after the memorandum signing and all that, and you guys went to Kuning and everything, has things changed in terms of the involvement of the ADON, the government, state? Because I do see a lot more articles.
They changed thanks to the media. Things changed, but not a lot. And it's not that what we truly deserved. That we need even the bro. 2 days ago, the island was gone lah. If we didn't mention or we did another protest on last Saturday, the island gonna stay there only. So you can't expect every week we do the protest, every week we do our press meet, we do something. You can't expect that. 2 days ago, for more than 3 hours or 2 hours, I'm not sure lah. No electricity in Taman Sri Muda. That's why I'm telling. The cabinet should know that Taman Sri Muda in Malaysia. Maybe this year bulan 8 we gonna celebrate Merdeka besar-besaran. Besar-besaran, because we want to show Taman Sri Muda in Malaysia. You have to understand that. At the same time, I don't know what's wrong with the ministers. Why do you want to come to Taman Sri Muda?
Is this problem solvable? The flood problem, can it be solved?
But it's simple, brother. Every problem comes along with a solution, brother. It's up to them, those who want to work properly or not, how effective they are. Let's say this problem cannot be solved, then what the hell they are doing there? Why are you coming and digging all the holes? Cannot be solved, just vacate the Taman Sri Muda. Simple, right? If I'm just a person, brother. If the ministry ministry knows that okay, this problem in Taman Sri Muda cannot be resolved, they should have let us know. Okay, Naman, Taman Sri Muda cannot do already. We build another place for you. Go vacate Taman Sri Muda. But if at all, why they are spending millions of money and trying to solve this problem? Because they know this problem can be solved. But how fast they are working, how efficiently they are working, that's the question here.
So what is the problems in Taman Sri Muda that causes the flood?
Efficiency, brother.
No, what do you mean efficient? No. The current
water
problem
is coming. Brother, right after 2021, there are a few perumahan, So what happened was the water flow is like circulating,
What
the water is
what
circulating.
Okay, what do you mean?
From Taman Sri Muda, the water is going to Kamini Utama. From Kamini Utama is coming back to Taman Sri Muda. So
how?
That's how. Taman Sri Muda is apparently Pulau Taman Sri Muda supposed to be lah. So we are surrounded with another Alam Impian. There is a place.
So that means the water is being pumped out to Kemuning Utama.
Yeah.
And then from there, Kemuning Utama is pumped back into
Taman Sri Muda. So recently they built a barn. But the best part was that barn, the new barn and all that, they announced right after our protest. So why you guys have to wait until the public protest? If at all you find that if we find anything effectively can hold up the banjir, right? Do lah. Why have to wait until the public do the protest? But just imagine now one of the guy. Now I can tell you one of the guy, the volunteer. His name is, I don't want to mention his name lah. He had a small stall, in Taman Sri Muda. Bro, there are dozens of stalls in Taman Sri Muda, but every day MBSA disturbing is stall. When there is a video, kenapa ada banyak gerai, kenapa kaca saya punya je? Pergi cakap dengan ahli majlis lah, dia bagi pressure lah. Brother, if I want, we have tons of things to expose, lot of things to fight. But why I'm keeping quiet, simple. At the moment, we are not in power. Later part, so I don't know whether we'll be in the power. So we can ask the help from those who are this place where they can provide the help. That's why what we are doing is we are giving pressure. Use that pressure to fasten the whole process. That's what we are telling. But some politicians, so-called politicians, they are playing politics with the poor people. This is what's going on. Taman Sri Muda matter can be resolved, but if at all then cannot be resolved, then why you're pumping millions of dollars in there? They know there's a lot of this matter can be resolved, but why you are guys delaying it? JPS is playing very big part in this.
JPS. Oh, okay.
JPS playing very big part. We want to sue the JPS also, but we don't want to hit them hard is simple. We want them to work hard. If we kill them, they won't work. Kill in the sense of like we maximum hit them to the max, because that what a politician will do. We are the victims. We want things to be resolved. So we are focusing on giving pressure to them so that they can fasten the whole process. That's what's going on in Taman Sri Muda. Things will be resolved, and we know very clearly that they, in later part, when during the general elections, they gonna claim their victory. Oh, we managed to contain Taman Sri Muda we already saved Taman Sri Muda. They want to use that as a tool to get votes.
For the Kota Kabupaten.
Isn't that ugly?
For the Kota Raja election.
Kota Raja election, definitely going to do that. But if end of the day, who caused the Banje? The same people, the same authority. You give. Now they want to build a pond.
Okay, but after that incident, that whole memorandum, there was one, the Penduduk Taman Sri Muda came up with an apology. Why did you all apologize?
That's a good part. Do you know one thing? Right after the election, right after the campaign, the protest, that's the guy who talked so rude to the Adon. Then after a few days, all of a sudden we are receiving one letter saying that you can get the bantuan from the Kerajaan, which is 300 or 200, I don't know, 200-300 that much of money. So what he did, at one point, you have to get the signature from the Ali Majlis.
Okay.
So he went to see the Ali Majlis. Then what Ali Majlis, I don't want to mention his name, both ladies, one lady and one guy. What they did, just because yesterday you scolded us, the video became viral. My big boss, Mantri Besar, is telling that we are not doing good proper work. So this is what's going on. And one single guy, Then what do you want? Just ask, sorry. And then we show to our boss. That is not a bloody Sidang media, Those who take the picture is one of the guy from the office. And they said, we just gonna show to our boss and not to anyone else. And these people are cheap enough to post that and claim that the people coming out, people already come to apologize.
So the people in the picture were not Penduduk Taman Sri?
Only one guy.
The rest were?
No rest, only one guy. The people from the staffs from the
Wow.
The next day, that guy getting a lot of backlash from the Penduduk. Then that guy called me. I want to see you. Actually the wife. Yeah, I want to see you. Yeah. Then both of them sit in front of me. They said, "This is what happened." I said, "Akka, what I can do? You just go and lodge a police report. So I will arrange a press meet for you. We back them." But I gave a second opinion saying that, Akka, even the 2 days before, when the Adon one approached me as in like want to whack me, I felt, even though I felt like amusing, because he acted like a gangster. I'm not a gangster, but someone will approach me, say want to whack me, first I will slap them. But why I managed to control myself is simple, because I don't want to make it as a political agenda. So if let's say we tell the public that this is what happened. Now also why I'm telling this, because the things already like a bit cold. That's why. Mm-hmm. Just imagine during that day, people extremely pissed off with the Adon. I made this video. this Adon, this that thing wasn't done by the Adon, the Ali Majlis. Just imagine what will happen. Things will get much more uglier. I afraid that this whole process, whole thing that we did, right, will be like, okay, Adon versus Umagandhan. I don't want that kind of, because end of the day,
at the end, it'll affect your place. I mean, all the work that they're doing, it'll affect
end of the day, if something good happened to Taman Sri Muda,
that's what
if
I
don't want to claim the good name, let it be. I don't mind, because I didn't do this for good names. I already have a good name. My name is Umagandhan. My father named me very good name, so I'm okay with the name. Let him have the credits, whatever. Let him have it. I don't care. But end of the day, things are solved. Public are happy. People are happy. That's all. But they are doing a lot of nonsense. I'm just holding up myself. I don't know to which extent. So one day, if I have a lot of videos, where one particular person, which is very powerful in the state government, is saying that hari ini kita sudah pasang pump air dan ia adalah automatic. He did say that on the media, press statement. The same day, I have the video, including the date, the jurut teknik, he said, ini belum apa betul automatic lah bang, kena tunggu lagi 1 tahun. Then the jurut teknik, I asked him, water started to rise 7 o'clock. Why you open the gate 10 o'clock? What happened? He said, belum, this one haven't finished yet. Belum habis lagi lah bang. Then what you did? I'm staying in Meru. Then I have all the videos, bro. From Meru, this guy all the way drive to Sunway to get the key. Then from Sunway, he comes to Taman Sri Muda to open the gate.
What gate is this?
Gate for the pump lah. The manual pump. It's not automatic. Manual pump.
Oh, so you have to open the gate, start the pump and all
Start the pump. Right after 10 minutes, the water pump gone ready because of the electricity problem.
Oh my God.
Brother, again, I want to tell that Taman Sri Muda, Bukit Kemuning dan Batu Lapan is in Malaysia. Wow.
Ayo, bro.
Come on, this is an open invitation to YB Ngang Ngoming, YB Anthony Law, because simple. For law, how you there is during the exam, right? There is a case. How you solve the case? Simple. We refer to the referral cases. So I'm using the same template here. Bencana at which means Putra Heights. Itu bencana api. Ini bencana air. Api, air semua sama saja. Bencana lah. So I'm seeing the module. Anthony Locke and Ngang Ngoming announced 46 million for the mangsa banjir, mangsa bencana. So I'm just requesting them, I'm inviting them. We will open-heartedly, we want you to come to Taman Sri Muda. You don't need to go to you don't need to come to see us. You just go and knock any damn door. Ask them what's going on, how their feelings. Until now, tak ada dana bantuan. They're talking about 200, 300 for what? For 300, 600, 500, 400 houses, you announced 46 million. Bayi pulih rumah, bina balik rumah. What? What about Malaysia? What about Taman Sri Muda? Again, Taman Sri Muda is Malaysia. Please, go correct your Google Maps. If not means something wrong with your Malaysian map. Taman Sri Muda still in Malaysia. Isn't that fascinating?
We found a new place.
We found a new place. Unfortunately, there is a pulau there. I did a mistake last week. We did another matter happened bro. What? Banjir naik, dia pecah longkang, bina pagar. What? Didn't watch the?
No, I saw that the longkang. I saw they bina longkang.
They didn't.
Sorry, bina the thing.
Yeah, the whole side of longkang pecah already lah.
So what they did? They just put a
pagar. Then I asked the contractor. Luckily, the contractors were from Taman Sri Muda also. He said, "Anna, that day I came for Malay guy lah." He said, "Anna, that day I came for your protest and I'm with you." Hey, what are you doing lah? You ni longkang semua dah pecah lah macam ni. No, longkang semua diarang ke buat. Apa ni longkang dah. The longkang was in good condition. Right after they build the pagar, it's done ready. Why are you building the pagar? Simple. They don't want us to see what's going with the dam. Oh, you muruga pump electric, pump air. Yeah, special.
So they don't want people to see what's the progress in the dam, the pump. So they put the pagar.
Yeah. Prove me wrong.
How does that solve the flood? That's why I think your video you said this pagar will stop the flood.
Yeah lah, specialty lah. Houdini. There is a magic pagar. Pagar Houdini. Oh, pagar David Copperfield. David Blaine, just name it like whatever you want. You sometimes
pagar David.
Pagadevi
My
lah.
goodness, this fellow is comedy lah.
Yeah, full of pain lah, brother. Trust me when I'm saying this. I'm just trying to cover up my pain and anger, bro. If no means cannot. Again, I'm telling you, why you are like... Dulu saya ingat, okay, hanya orang India dianatirikan. In this part, I really love the ministry lah. In this matter, tidak dianatirikan, sekaligus antam sekali.
Semua. Equality.
Equal. You are talking about equality? Ya, nak ambil. Kasih sama-sama kita jadi mangsa. Mangsa banjir lah.
Man, Mr. Umagandhan, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Please, you're always welcome on this podcast, as you know. But yes, I think you're doing a lot of fantastic work, brother. You really.
But actually, you're telling you. But simple, brother. When you said I'm doing fantastic jobs, right, brother? What I'm very angry with my incapability. You know, I'm just able to raise issues. You know, I'm not in the position where I can solve the issue. So that makes me angry. You know, that makes me seriously angry. What I can do is I raise the question, I raise problems. I want people know about the problem. I want the authority to know about the problem. That's my maximum capacity, you know, and that pissing me maximum. Even about the matriculation, now I'm having an idea to do a protest next week. I'm gonna do the protest. I'm gonna invite everyone. Indian leaders. Indian representative for PKR, DAP, MIC, MIPP, put your political ideologies aside. This is a time where we should unite for the betterment and the greatness or the goodness for our students, you know. Bro, just imagine lah, bro. No, most of the students are thinking about, you know, okay, right after I get my degree and all that, I want to settle down in another country. When you can't survive in your own country, don't imagine you can survive in another country lah, bro. Some more, you can't run, we should not run away from this country. Bloody hell, this is our country as well. We've been here for 1,000 years. Don't label us like a kuli orang buruh yang datang 200 tahun sebelum ni. Tak, no such thing. Go and see, go and read, go and study the Lembah Bujang. Go and study again. Even though there's a lot of this kind of stuff we should know. We've been here thousands years before, even for 600 years before. Even Parameswara is, even though it's not a Tamil guy or Indian guy, he's in Hindu. So we have an obligation. To this country. We have a responsibility. This is our country. Malaysia is our country. When there is a problem, it's nothing wrong with the country. We have to understand this. This country is nice. Let's say you want to settle down in any other country. Go when there is a volcano here. When it's not safe to stay here, then you go. Now the problem is with the policies and the political parties. It's nothing wrong with the country. So what we should do? We should fight for our rights. We should fight for the right cause. So my incapability makes me angry, you know. So what I can do? Being vocal. But my vocal is this is gonna be, when people see, right, most of them gonna like, I'm how many do you think, how many people going to when we talk something bad about Kamal Hassan, now we talk, right, but tomorrow taklif, right, now we talk bad about Kamal Hassan, the reach will be millions, you know. When we talk about good things, right, it won't reach. But I don't mind lah. Rather than reaching under 1,000 pics, I prefer 100 lines.
So never mind. We will have a meeting after this. We find a solution. So guys, that's Umagandhan for you. Always a pleasure to have you on, brother. This podcast always has a seat for you. So anytime you want to come, please let me know. We're always fun chatting with you. And he's doing a lot of amazing stuff. And I'm sure you guys will see him in the news, really fighting a good cause. He's one of the activists who really fights. I've been with him for just a short time now, but I can tell you this guy really works hard for the people. And as he said, he's pro people, not pro politics. So thank you, sir, for coming.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. So guys, as always, please like, share, subscribe. We have more interviews coming up. In fact, our next guest is YB Prakash. So we'll see what he has to say.
That was a good one.
So we'll see you all soon, guys. Take care. Bye.